Hey Capricorns, it's Faith. This is going to be you guys' reading for the month of July. Sorry about being a little bit late, but I just been trying to make sure I do, get some of the personals out of the way and then also finish up monthly readings. Okay, so I feel like I'm wearing a lot of hats right now, but I'm okay with that. All right, so of course, if you haven't gotten your reading, then you guys know I don't really touch personals on the weekend because, I try to live my life like the crazy person that I am. Okay, but yes. So of course, tomorrow is pretty much going to be the last day to get a reading in for 25% off. After that, everything goes back to regular smuggler degular. Okay, and if I don't speak to you guys before the 4th, happy 4th of July if you're in the United States or wherever it is that you're at. Oh yeah, I am. By the way, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, because I am going to do a soulmate series where I'm going to do a series for each sign where I'm describing who your soulmate is based off of how they are, how they act, if they possibly have food allergies or anything of that nature. Okay, I'm going to get in great detail about that, so make sure you guys are subscribing so you don't miss that. Okay, so we're working with two different tarot decks today. This is my new deck. It's called Neo Tarot. Okay, it's right here, if you can see it. And then, of course, I'm using my Japanese deck, which is my Feng Shui Tarot. Okay, we're going to use both of them for the messages for this month of July, and we'll see what we have going on. I'm not even going to lie, Capricorns. This is like my third time recording you guys this video, because yesterday it was a fucking day. It was a day, okay? It's like my computer was just like, look here, child, I don't feel like working with you today, so you might as well hang the shit up to dry. So that's what I did. I hung it up to dry, and I went to bed, okay? So let's see what we have going on for you Capricorns for the month of July. Okay, I'm picking up the letter S. So some of you Capricorns could be dealing with an S first, middle, or last initial, or Sagittarius or Scorpio. Okay, with the S signs, or it could be a fixed sign: Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Capricorn, July 2019. Some of you Capricorns, you could be asking somebody for help this month, or somebody is asking you for help. Okay, Capricorn, July 2019. Capricorn, July 2019. It may not be help in the financial sense. It could be help like trying to get advice. The Nine of Cups. So some of you Capricorns, you could be maybe doing this whole single thing in the month of July. But the Nine of Cups does represent wish fulfillment. This can sometimes revolve around the past. Okay, but this is normally just about being happy. So I do feel like some of you Capricorns within the month of July, you could be getting back to your old self. Maybe it's been a while since you have, saw your old self, because maybe you've been getting caught up in relationships, been getting caught up at work. But I do feel like in a sense, this Nine of Cups is like, I feel like this is just literally being happy with yourself. And it's not bad, because in the Nine of Cups, there's only, in every deck, the Nine of Cups has one person, because nines represent solitude. It's normally just dealing with the self. And that's what I feel like it is. Some of you Capricorns, even if you're in a relationship, it could be finally getting back to being your old self, and that can end up helping your relationship get better. Okay, the Nine of Cups is Pisces. So some of you Capricorns, you could be dealing with the Pisces, could be hearing from a Pisces. Some of you Capricorns could possibly just decide to do this on your own, because you could possibly feel like, you know what, maybe I'm just better off being single, because I don't have to deal with these damn idiots out here in the street. Could be. All right, let's see. We have the King of Wands. I told you. I said Sagittarius, or could be Leo. We have the Star. Some of you Capricorns are still having hope whenever it comes to a fire sign person who you may already know, or this person will be coming into your life. But for some reason I get a 13. So that could be 13 months. That could be January. It could be November. Or some of you guys, it could be within the next 13 days. Yeah, there's 8 of Wands. Yeah. Some of you Capricorns, you're afraid to get hurt because you possibly have already been hurt by somebody who, and this could have been somebody from your past, because we have the Hermit card here. So Hermit card is all about solitude, but it also could represent being stuck on the past, okay? But I do feel like I said, some of you Capricorns, there is somebody coming in pretty quickly, but they have this devil with the Three of Swords energy attached to them. So you also should possibly be just be mindful. Some of you Capricorns may already know this person, and they could possibly come across like, maybe a little bit of a player. They could definitely be a big flirt. Okay, this person likes sex. I'm going to be honest, this person likes threesomes. If that's what you like, then that's what you like. But I'm telling you, that's what this person likes. Okay, so be very mindful about that. But the devil card can also represent, your worst fears coming true, or you feel like it's just like you can't get out of that energy where you just always feel like possibly the rug is going to be pulled out from underneath you, okay? Because the devil card represents your inner demons, It also represents self-sabotage. It represents jealousy. So I pick up a very jealous third party. So some of you Capricorns, this could possibly be happening in your relationship right now. It could be one of those energies where there's a very jealous third party person energy around your situation, and that could be affecting your relationship. And you possibly are just tired, because the Four of Swords is like taking a rest, taking a break. So some of you Capricorns, you could possibly be in a break from this person. I also pick up Aquarius. Aquarius is here 2 times, 1, 2. And then we have Libra. Libra's here twice. Okay. But yes, you could just possibly want to take a break. You want to be able to put your mind at ease. But I really do feel like you're working on self-love, self-care. And it's not going to be easy. Within the first week, you're going to start thinking about this Three of Swords energy. Okay. So it's going to make you feel like, blah a little bit. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you at all. This shit is not going to be easy, because you're going through that process where you're learning again, getting back to your old self, getting back to maybe not being as worried about a lot of stuff, or you're literally just trying to heal from this Three of Swords energy. But also another thing too, some of you, a misconception with the Three of Swords is Three of Swords ain't always third party energy. Now, sometimes it is, but a lot of times the Three of Swords energy can be misunderstandings. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I get this jealous type energy possibly around your situation, and it could very likely be a misunderstanding, but somebody is taking it there. And it's like, look, you don't even know what you're talking about. Some of you Capricorns, I'm not even gonna lie, you ruin your own relationships because you're self-sabotaging. You're thinking that this person is cheating on you. And it could be based off of maybe somebody from your past abandoned you. Some of you Capricorns, maybe a fire sign person or an air sign person from your past abandoned you. So you may just have this negative viewpoint about the new people that could be coming into your life. It's like, I'm afraid that you're going to hurt me in the way that this other person hurt me in the past. Now, some of you Capricorns, you could possibly just be afraid, period, to get hurt by somebody, again, who you're on a break from. But this person could possibly try to communicate with you again. It won't be in July, but I'm just saying. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles, represents gifts, loans, payouts. The Six of Pentacles also represents that energy where it represents the sign of Taurus. So it seems like that it could be like a other earth sign person that could be possibly trying to interfere a little bit, or they did interfere, and now, like I said, you're at a rest. Okay. But also the Six of Pentacles can represent loyalty. Some of you Capricorns, I'm not even gonna lie, there may be a friend in the month of July who can end up stabbing you in the back. So I would just say be mindful. It could be a friend, it could be a family, whatever it is. I do feel like you possibly have known this person for some time, and their loyalty is being questioned. Okay, we have the Six of Swords, which represents distance. It also represents moving from rough waters to calmer waters. That's what I said. I feel like you're moving away from whoever this person is that has been disloyal to you. But again, like I said, some of you Capricorns, what if it's a misunderstanding and you're just automatically assuming like, oh, you cheated. But have you talked to that person about it? Have you had a conversation like a damn adult? Or are you just automatically assuming that you know what the hell is going on and you really may not know what's going on? Okay. But I do feel like there will be some type of misunderstanding over money. But also, some of you Capricorns, if you already know who this devilish person could be, who's very like, oh, I'm trying to get the words, because we have the Eight of Wands and the Devil card. Now, again, this could be, by the way, this could be somebody who, it's like this person is a very, very sexual person. So some of you Capricorns, I would just say, with this person being very sexual, if they're not very complimentive of you, or if they just like aren't touching you and stuff like that, then that should be kind of like a flag. Like, this person may not really be that into you. You know, it could be maybe this person may not see you that way, and that could be what some of you Capricorns are not paying attention to. So I'm just saying that's what I get. But like I said, this person is a very, very sexual creature. So they're very, if I feel like this energy here, if they want to be with somebody, it's like you're gonna know, because they're gonna be like touching. It's gonna be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Like, they want to touch your hair, and specifically they they like touching your face, or they always are complimenting your face. They fucking like you. It may come across some of you guys, you may feel like this is a little bit obsessive, but no, they're just super attracted to you. And that's what I'm saying. If some of you Capricorns, if this ain't happening, they're really not that into you. And I'm just being honest. Okay? Because again, there could also be a third party as well that this person is interested in. So it's almost just like some of you guys are not the only one. I'm telling you the signs that that they will show if they're really into you in that regard. Okay? Just saying. But yeah. But back to what I was saying, some of you Capricorns, even if you are like separated from this person, it could be in the energy here where you guys may have you guys may have separated off a misunderstanding. I feel like that misunderstanding possibly dealt with loyalty. But see, the thing is, whoever this person is, to the person you're dealing with, they are a friend, but the third party may not see it that way. So I can kind of see how this is a misunderstanding, because where's the boundaries? Okay, so that's what I'm saying here. I don't necessarily feel like it was one of those things where somebody full-blown cheating, because the Six of Pentacles is normally a card about friendship. It doesn't really have anything to do with love or anything like that. This is like a loyal friend. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's friend is butting in, but the thing is, the reason why somebody's friend is butting in is because their friend secretly is attracted to them, but they don't. You get what I'm saying? I know you guys get the drift. Okay. But yes, Six of Swords moving forward, and we have the Hermit card. So the Hermit card, again, can also represent being in solitude, wanting to be to yourself. The Hermit card can also represent the energy of feeling alone. Another thing, too, some of you Capricorns, be careful to not misinterpret this person for them wanting to have something with you, because that may not be the case. That's why this Three of Swords, like I said, is misunderstanding. You could be misunderstanding this person, that they want to have this with you, but really they could possibly just be Six of Pentacles, want to be your friend. So you have to be mindful of that, okay? Because I do feel like that this person, male or female, doesn't matter, can be a little bit of a player, and it could definitely be a flirt, okay? But yeah, the Hermit. You see at the top of this staff, the star? So it's almost just like the Hermit is trying to find his path. The Hermit is, in a sense, trying to heal himself. But it's hard. It's hard whenever you've dealt with somebody for some time. Or it's hard when you feel like you get to here and it's almost just like somebody don't really want to be with you in the way that you want to be with them. It's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow for anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care how strong you are. That's a tough pill to swallow whenever you get to a point and you realize that this person may not see you in that way. I understand that, okay? But we have the Hermit card again, like I said. This can also represent lighting a pathway for others, but also the Hermit card can represent doing your research. And I feel like some of you Capricorns, this is you possibly doing your research to figure out if this person is possibly cheating. I don't really get that energy. I feel like it's more so coming from the other side, where they are trying to be like, oh, whoever this other person is, they like your partner or the one that you like. Okay, so that's another thing. All right. Yeah, Page of Swords. This also can represent some of you, there might be some type of argument, without a doubt, this month in regards to third parties. Okay. But again, like I said, make sure you have all your facts, because again, the Hermit card does his research. He makes sure he gathers his information. Okay. And some of you Capricorns, this could possibly be information that you possibly have been gathering over the last 6 months. And I understand, bring your receipts to the table, and you are the men in black, and you lay it out there on the table and be like, look here, this is what happened on this day, on this day, on this day. Then I understand. Okay. But some of you guys could be possibly jumping to conclusions about this situation, and you may not have your facts. You just think you do. Or you're just pretty much reacting off of emotion because you feel betrayed. You feel possibly lied to. Okay. But like I said, that may not be the case. Some of you Capricorns, like I said, you're so afraid for the Three of Swords energy to happen again. In a sense, you could be carrying that over into your new relationship, because I do feel like some of you Capricorns in the past may have gotten entangled with somebody where it was a very lustful situation, a lot of passion, this, that, and third. But then when it all ended, it's almost like you guys hate each other now, or it's almost just like one of those energies where it's just like you realize, like, damn, I really didn't love you. I feel like I just, liked you. I lusted after you because you were so gorgeous, so handsome, and, you look nice. And that could be why some of you Capricorns are still sitting in this Three of Swords energy, because it's just like, I already ran into a situation like this before where you may have spent 6 years with that person. It could have been a complete waste of time. Okay. And so now you're possibly just very skeptical of everyone. But yeah, Page of Swords can also represent negativity. This can represent like somebody needs to deliver a message that may not be so welcoming, because the Page of Swords, he brings bad news with him because he normally is just a very negative person. So some of you Capricorns, this can even possibly represent somebody trying to, again, break up your relationship whenever it comes to this person. And they could be saying like, did you know that such and such did such and such with me? May not even be true, but hey, maybe they feel some type of way because this person didn't want them. It's just a lot of negativity, I feel like, in the air. And it's not coming from you. It's coming from whoever the hell this friend or this third party person is. Okay. And that could be also why some of you Capricorns decided to take a break and move forward. Because it's just like, look, I'm not about to keep doing this. I'm not about to keep doing this. I'm not about to keep. See, I feel like it's one of those things where if you have to keep making excuses for somebody's behavior, you should have been out a long time ago, because there's no reason for you to have to make excuses for somebody's bad behavior. It just doesn't work. It just should not work like that. Okay. Capricorn, July 2019. Capricorn, July 2019. Capricorn, July. Another thing too, if some of you Capricorns are possibly trying to apply for a loan whenever it comes to cars or anything like that, I would say you definitely should wait about 6 more months or towards the end of the year. I would say I would say wait until September or after. July, August, probably not a good time for you to do that, because I don't feel like the energy is in your favor. Some of you Capricorns could possibly be applying for a loan for an apartment, for a house. If you can wait, if you're able to. Some of you may not be able to, but I'm just saying. Capricorn, July 2019. Capricorn, July 2019. Capricorn. I see, there it is again. 4 of Swords, taking a break, taking a rest. Oddly enough, the 4 of Swords and the Hermit card showed up in the same reading, and that can sometimes represent growing old together. But that's what I'm saying. Some of you Capricorns, you're self-sabotaging. You're talking yourself out of this relationship with somebody who really could be loyal to you, but due to a series of unfortunate events from your past, you don't know how to see possibly what's already in front of you. Because like I said, I don't feel like this person is doing anything raunchy. I just feel like it's somebody who they're friends with who feels some type of way because they want to be with you and they don't want to be with them. So of course, people are going to try to ruin your situation, try to ruin your relationship. I also pick up nudes. Another thing too. I don't know if some of you Capricorns are possibly sending nudes to somebody and they're almost just like kind of responding like, leave them alone. They don't really like you like that. Don't even get yourself heartbroken, because that can end up happening. Capricorn, July 2019. Capricorn, July 2019. And that's why I feel like you could possibly be embodying the Page of Swords energy, like, going off on somebody because you can feel played, or lied to, like I said, or just feel like you're going to be the Page of Swords because, like, look, why you just didn't tell me the truth? Why you sit up here and allow us to have this communication possibly back and forth for like the last 4 months or the last 7 months, and you haven't really said, well, I really don't see you that way. Capricorn, July 2019. 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 Let's see what we got. Okay, I'm picking up the letter R. So this could be first, middle, or last initial. Okay, in terms of whoever this person is that you're dealing with. Yeah, they could be emotionally immature. Yeah, it's like you want to give up. You're tired of waiting. You're tired of being patient. You're wanting something new. You're wanting a change. Some of you Capricorns could be waiting to hear from somebody from your past. Like I said, it could be a Scorpio. But also with this Three of Wands, this is like waiting on your shift to come in. So I really do feel like this is you waiting on some type of new beginning to approach. Or again, you could be waiting on the past to apologize to you or to express their regret in terms of maybe what they put you through. Whoever this fire sign King of Wands person is, I don't know if I would trust them all the way. I feel like this is possibly somebody from your distant past, okay? And I don't feel like I said, I don't feel like you should trust this person all the way, but that's just what I'm picking up. Distant past means far. You've dealt with this person maybe a long time ago, okay? You guys could have maybe been apart for who knows, 3 years, 8 years, 6 years, whatever it is. I would not trust this person. Because it just seems like they're not being honest about something. And I feel like they're not being honest about they're not really that interested in you. I'm just saying. Excuse me. We have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles represents on and off energy. Okay. The Two of Pentacles also can represent feeling emotionally imbalanced. Some of you Capricorns, you don't necessarily know how to feel. Now, there are others of you who are possibly dealing with other earth sign people, okay, who could be a Virgo, which we already picked up at there before, but you're not really sure how to feel whenever it comes to this person or your situation, because it's almost just like some of you Capricorns, you're getting tired of being patient. That loneliness could possibly be setting in. It's like you want a companion, or you just want somebody who's going to be fucking honest and just be like, look, I want this with you, I want that with you, and I'm going to make it happen. And that could be where some of you Capricorns are at right now. Just like, I'm not really sure. I'm not understanding why it's not happening. Okay. See, the Three of Pentacles is all about patience. It's all about teamwork. Okay. It also can represent a growing phase. Okay. So some of you Capricorns, there is a younger water sign person, or like I said, this person is just immature emotionally. And it could be this person up here who I was talking about. It may not be what you think. But anyway, I really feel like that, like I said, I feel like this person is fire with air. And I just feel like it ain't going to happen. Okay? But yes, back to what I was saying. With this Three of Pentacles here, like I said, about being patient, and we have the Ten of Wands, which represents traveling to a strange place. Also, the Ten of Wands can represent the energy, like feeling like it's a burden. So some of you Capricorns, you could just possibly even be feeling this way about yourself, feeling like something is wrong with you and why your relationships are not working out. No, nothing's wrong with you. You just keep attracting the wrong person. That's simple. Nothing wrong with you. You just keep attracting the same old person with a different face and get the same result. And then you want to play the victim or cry wolf because you get the same result. No, at some point, you really got to hone it in and be like, okay, what is it about these particular people that I keep being attracted to? And I feel like majority of Capricorns, you're already heading into it wrong because you're going off of the looks. So it's like, oh, they look nice. And then here you go. You're dealing with this asshole, or you're dealing with this person who just will not be honest with you about what their plan is when it comes to you guys' relationship or situation. And then here you are waiting, you know? Well, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I really do feel like some of you Capricorns, you're going to get tired of waiting because it's like, you know what? I'm tired of trying. Like, you know, how much more do I have to do to prove to you that I like you and I want to take this somewhere? But, you know, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But like I said, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So that represents focusing more on work than love. So I would say for the next 8 weeks, that you Capricorns are going to be focusing more so on your finances, more so on your career, and you're going to be putting like love to the side. Even if you're in a relationship, I feel like in a sense you're going to put love to the side because right now you just feel like shit is going haywire. And that makes sense based off of what the hell's been going on. Yeah, stuff is probably going haywire. There's a lot of misunderstandings. There's a lot of communication issues. You know, there's a lot of emotions all over the place. Not even though it's Mercury retrograde, it's like it's not just communication. I feel like it's more so emotions are all over the place now than really communication. Communication. I really feel like in this retrograde communication, people are really telling you how they feel, and the shit is stinging. And it's like, ouch! I wasn't expecting you to feel that way. Or people are really, if you sit back and listen to how they're talking, you're really seeing who you're dealing with. So then at that point, you're just like, oh, damn, this is a dud. It's really one of those things. It's happening for everybody, So just know you're not the only person that has to go through this, okay? But yes, I just really feel like some of you, it's almost like some of you guys are waiting on somebody to like regret losing you. But why are you waiting on it for? Just move on. If they regret losing you, they're going to come find you, period. Okay. But the Five of Cups can represent like a new life is about to start. The Five of Cups also can represent that energy where it can represent, again, crying over spilled milk, feeling like all is lost. Sometimes all is not lost. It's just a matter of learning how to get out of the past. Okay, now some of you Capricorns could possibly be waiting on closure or some type of something from somebody from your past so that you can move on, but you might as well stop waiting because they're not going to give you closure. Okay. Also with the Five of Cups, it can represent, again, feeling unloved, feeling unwanted, which is what I picked up before when it comes to you just feeling possibly lonely. Even if you're in a relationship, in a sense, you feel like you're just lonely. You feel like, you can't really put your finger on it. But a lot of this, like I said, is communication, misunderstandings. Some of you Capricorns, you could possibly feel just neglected because you and your partner ain't really having that much sex. And this, that, and the third. It's like, it's a whole bunch of stuff rolling to one. Okay. But also the Five of Cups can represent that energy where it represents feeling like you're hard to please. Okay. So some of you Capricorns, it literally could be this Three of Swords energy. It could be possibly making your partner feel like you're hard to please or vice versa. You could be feeling like that they're hard to please. And a lot of it has to deal with somebody's past that didn't turn out well. We have the King of Cups, we have the Death card, and we have the Four of Wands. So it does represent an ending. A big change is going to happen. We have the Four of Wands, which can represent, I feel like the Four of Wands can represent living together. But also the Four of Wands can represent compatibility. It's like perfected work. It can represent designing. Could be like fashion designing, wedding designing, interior designing. Okay, some of you Capricorns could even possibly be looking for a new house within this month of July. Don't buy a new house, but you could be looking for a new house in the month of July. Also, this Four of Wands can represent making somebody happy. So at the end of the day, you're blocking yourself off from happiness, I feel like, especially if you Capricorns are in a relationship. You're so cold to this happiness that is probably trying to be offered to you by somebody else because of possibly how you've been hurt. Okay? Because again, the Four of Wands can represent a compatible soulmate. Okay? Now, like I said, we have this air sign with fire in their chart who possibly requires a lot of attention. And this could be somebody who is afraid to get hurt, so they do stupid stuff, or they don't let their guard down, or they don't want to be open with you about how they feel. No. It's just an uphill battle whenever it comes to this person. And this also, I feel like, can be somebody who just needs a lot of validation or a lot of attention. It's like, no. It's just no. Yeah. I feel like that's always going to be the problem here whenever it comes to this person. They're always going to need a lot of attention. And it's like a chore. It's like a burden. Like, look, even if it's like I give you the attention and you still need to seek attention from everybody else, no way. Okay? But yes, I do feel like a change is coming. Some of you Capricorns, this could possibly be somebody who you are friends with. And even though you could possibly feel like that you and this person can make things work, even though you feel like that this person is compatible, the issue is they want attention from everybody else except you. That's the bad part. See, we have the Moon, that's Cancer. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this Moon card, I feel like, represents secrets, represents intuition. So I feel like secretly somebody wants to go in a new direction, but they're afraid to say it. And we have the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. But also, somebody in a sense could possibly kind of like be running away from their obligations because maybe, it could be fear because the Moon is fear. I fear it's like fear of somebody not caring, but I also feel like, again, like I said, somebody could possibly be running away because shit is getting real, and they may not necessarily know how to be in a relationship. So whenever things start to get more serious, it's like, oh my God, I'm running away. I can't do this no more. But I don't really feel like that's how they truly are. They just are afraid. They're like that's what I said. It's almost like they're a child, you know? And it could be they may be the ones who have fear of being abandoned, and it could be just from childhood. And it's not their fault. People try to do what they can to get over issues. You can't choose your parents, and this person couldn't choose their parents, but they got dealt the hand that they're dealt. We have the Empress. Yeah, see? Somebody from your past is coming back. Okay? So I don't feel like that this situation, for some of you guys, I don't feel like this situation is completely over, especially if you guys have children by this particular person. I feel like the child is pretty young. I would say they're 2 years old or less if you have kids with this person. Okay? There's going to be a second chance because at the end of the day, I feel like for some of you Capricorns, this person really does love you, but it's hard for them to love you when they haven't learned how to love themselves. And it's not their and what can you do? Sometimes again, people get dealt a bad hand and then they have to go through life trying to figure out who they are, how to love themselves. And it's not easy, especially if somebody didn't have the love of their mom. What can they do? It's all about some of you Capricorns are missing empathy for real. Okay? Because I'm not saying that you have to completely just accept anybody's bullshit, but sometimes it's not a bad thing to take a step back and be like, you know what? Why is this person acting like this? Especially, like I said, if this person, I feel like now this particular person who I feel like is worth it is somebody who has been loyal. Okay. I don't feel like they've cheated on you. They could be somebody who doesn't necessarily think before they speak. They just say it. And it's almost just like, wow, why did I say it that way? And I feel like this is the person, and they seem to be somebody who has a lot of fears. Okay? That's the person who I feel like is actually worth it. It's just, like I said, they're trying to make it through life. They're trying to figure out where their place is in the world. Now, like I said, for you other Capricorns, where I say this other person just constantly wants attention from everybody else, you might as well wrap that shit up because it ain't gonna work. Period. Point blank simple. Don't waste any more time, and you possibly been wasting your time. The writing has been on the wall, but you don't want to see the writing on the wall because you really are infatuated with this person, not love. Okay, but it's like some of you Capricorns, you will meet somebody in September or October, and I feel like this person will bring you a lot of unconditional love. They will love you, but the thing is, you also going to have to realize that this person is going to have flaws, specifically when it comes to expressing how they feel. Doesn't make them a bad person. They're working on it. And that's what I'm saying. Some of you Capricorns, I do feel like that somebody kind of may already have already told you they're afraid to get hurt. This is at a third, and you want to discard them. Like, nope, I'm not dealing with your shit. Like, do you not know how hard it is for somebody do you not realize? Y'all talk to me all the time about how people will not tell you the truth. And this person tells you the truth, and you're just like, nope, get that shit out of here. Like, damn. Don't be that way all the time. Sometimes it's needed, but not all the time. Okay? So, Capricorns, this has been your reading. Hope it resonated, and see you later.